Hello everyone, my name is Matt Sullivan. This here is Riley Sullivan, and behind the video camera is my other daughter, Brooklyn Sullivan. Today we're going to be going over the bicep curl and how a novice attempts to do this, and also we're going to go over the program of how we can try to make this lift more efficient with these novice lifters. So, as you can see, this is your average normal lift for somebody first starting out trying to do the bicep curl. So, as promised, I'm going to go ahead and let my two daughters switch. Now the next one's going to come in and we're going to demonstrate how we're going to effectively do the curl while the other one starts the video. Okay, so as you see in the beginning, how the first one was going as she was swinging, elbows coming out high, feet were laid close together, everything just was what a novice does, and actually helps to distract from the isolation of the bicep curl, which you're actually trying to work in this certain exercise. So, starting with the plan of how we're going to fix these problems, we're going to start with the base, starting with our feet. Let's go ahead and make your feet shoulder width apart. So, feet like that, shoulder width apart, just like me, straight ahead, and straight ahead. Good. Now, during the flexion of this exercise, these feet right here are going to plantar flex into the ground, giving her stabilization and balance. Moving up to the knee joint right here, which is going to be extended during this lift to also to help with her balance and help with the body posture. This is also a concentric contraction, isometric movement of the muscles just to keep it in this fixed position here. Moving up to the hips, these as well are going to be in an extended position, flexing of the gluteus maximus back here. This is once again in the extended position, all just to keep her body in line so we can isolate the upper extremities is what we're going for. So now to the meat and potatoes of what we're actually working here. Starting with the wrist joints, let's go ahead and bring your wrist just like that. During this exercise, we want to keep your wrists slightly flexed. You do not want them curled. You want them slightly flexed and in the fixed position right there. So the wrist will stay in that slightly flexed position and also an isometric contraction. So the starting position, arms completely straight here. So up to the elbow joint, let's go ahead and raise them up to 90 degrees here and hold right there. This right here is the flexion of the biceps brachii, and also is a concentric contraction here. You've got a third class lever right here with the force here and the resistance here and your axis here. And now as you lift, it's going to be a straight lift all the way up to right here, keeping the wrists straight, elbows flex up to almost about a 45-degree angle here, keeping the displacement as little as possible. The more movement, the more displacement we have. Up to the shoulder joint, which is going to stay adducted to the mid-axillary line, which is one of the biggest problems that young novice lifters have, is when the weight starts getting too much, they start getting tired, elbows start coming out, back starts bending one way or the other, and not isolating the muscle anymore. So, now, we're going to keep the head in line. Once again, the force is going to be want to drive her this way, resistance is going to be pulling her back this way, this first class lever is going to hold her head just in line right there. So now as we do the lift, let's bring the arms all the way straight down. We want to accelerate up to the top, keeping everything in straight position. Remember, we don't want to come out this way, we want to come straight up. And then back down. Slow deceleration. And now one more time, back up. By keeping the body in line, by keeping the elbows to the mid-axillary point, keeping the shoulders adducted, keeping our lower body in this fixed position with all the joints extended and the plantar flexion of the ankles, this allows her to isolate this muscle. So during the flexion area, biceps coming up, you have extension of the tricep, which is actually working the backside of the synergistic muscle. So that is just a quick portion of the bicep curl and the things we are going to work on to make this novice a much better lifter. Thanks for watching.